Sunday, September 17th, 2023, and it's 25 minutes after 9 o'clock in the morning. My topic for today is technology. I think it's fascinating, even just the changes of technology that have come about in the 40 years or so that I've been alive. I was born at a time when people would phone each other, and the fascinating technology there was call waiting, where you could call, and if the other phone, if the phone you were calling was busy, it would give you a beep beep and give you a different ring. Otherwise it would just ring and ring and ring and you wouldn't know. Another technology that came in while I was alive was call display. You would phone, and this is from a landline. This is from a phone that was like mounted fixed in your home, in the living room or the kitchen. And when someone called you, you could see who was calling you. Their name and their phone number would appear, and that was a new technology. And the fax machine, that came in while I was alive. That was a piece of technology that, using the telephone lines, we already had photocopiers. You could photocopy or scan a technology or a piece of paper, and the message would be sent over the telephone lines, and another fax could receive it, and paper would be printed out with that image. Fascinating. It didn't completely take off. We didn't exactly get a fax machine in every house. Pagers was another technology that came and went. That was little devices people would wear on their hips. You still see them sometimes in old medicine or doctor shows. And it would just be, the phone would be able to send basically a text message to a pager, and the pager would say, call mom, and everything has been more or less replaced by these things. And it's just fascinating to me. Airbags came in while I was alive. Before that, the major technology was seatbelts. And it's fascinating, people still don't necessarily wear seatbelts. I was listening just on the radio. This is from some people, 20 or so years older than me. And they were saying that when they were young, so, in the 1960s or so, that's when seatbelt technology and laws came in. So their parents would cut the seatbelts out of their cars, out of their vehicles, out of their trucks. They thought it was just silly and, like a bassinet tying you down. And in time, of course, these people started wearing seatbelts, but we still have signs up on the road, on the highway, that say, seatbelt laws in effect, and, wear your seatbelt, because I guess there's still some people that don't. That's been a new technology. But the airbag came about in my lifetime. LED lights. Before that it was incandescent, so a little piece of tungsten would be heated electrically, and it would get so hot that it would emit light. Then we had compact fluorescence, so kind of the two coils that would spiral around. And those came and went fairly quickly, and now we have LED light emitting diodes as a form of light technology. And I think it's fascinating because with technology I can make these videos and recordings from literally pretty much anywhere, provided I have my all-powerful cell phone and my laptop. That was not a thing of possibility in when I was first born. The other way people would communicate largely was through paper and letters. People would send postcards, people would send handwritten letters. We would call each other on the telephone, or we would handwrite letters with a stamp, and we would get it a week or so later. Now everything's quick, and we send each other fewer words, fewer thoughtful words. We don't have to think about them. And then we send it away. There's no thought, no reflection to it. Even sending someone an email is rare. We would usually just send each other text messages now. And these things fascinate me a little bit. They intrigue me with what effects is it having on ourselves, on our morality, on how we actually think and process the world. When I was born, things were slower. It took longer to understand each other. You weren't always in constant communication. You would walk maybe to get the mail, and people couldn't get a hold of you. You would tell your neighbors, I'm walking with the kids to get the mail, and if something happened, right, some big news or something, they would have to wait until you got back from checking the mail downtown or mailing something downtown. Now if something happens, they will, right, mention it to you instantly, and you're pushing the kid stroller, trying to cross the street, and you'll answer your phone, and you'll be texting them back instantly. I find these things fascinating. So my quick thoughts and reflections on technology. C'est tout pour maintenant. La prochaine fois. All for now.